Hey there, and welcome to your week 3 video for the month of September, where you can find insight and guidance as well as tips on timing your life with astrology. This video is going to cover the time frame from September 16 to September 22nd. I just had to double check to make sure I got all of my dates and details right for you all. So this is our first quieter week in September. The last couple of weeks, as you know, we've had a number of busy aspects going on. So there's been a lot of astrological activity. This week, complete opposite. Instead, there are two significant aspects happening. There's actually 4 aspects this week in total, but 2 of them speak to longer cycles from earlier this year. So as part of our exploration of this week, we're actually going to take a little bit of a look back at some of the cycles that started earlier in 2019 and how they're being reactivated or even potentially completed this week. So that brings me to our first astrological event of this week, which is Saturn in Capricorn stationing direct. So stationing direct means the end of the retrograde of the planet Saturn. Saturn has been retrograde in Capricorn since the very end of April 2019. When Saturn started his retrograde, he was at 20 degrees of Capricorn and is sort of reversed, if you like. When you think retrograde, always kind of just use the word reverse or move backwards in your mind. So Saturn has retrograded or reversed back from 20 Capricorn all the way to 13 Capricorn, where he's now going to pause and slowly start to move forward through the zodiac again. So what does this mean for each of us? Simply put, plans or projects that have a longer term nature or more of a larger structuring kind of quality, those types of plans that maybe you started earlier in 2019 that hit a snag or have been stalled since April or even May, you're going to see those longer term plans slowly start to kind of come back to life. Essentially, from September 18, I should give you the dates and details. Saturn stations direct September 18 at 13 Capricorn. So from that point in time, Saturn is going to be moving forward, which gives all of us the cosmic green light to start to get back on track with some of those longer term plans, especially longer term plans to do with life, to do with relationships, to do with money, to do with buying or selling houses, having a family, not having a family, studying, changing careers, any of those more substantial kind of core topics that you are wanting to tweak or rearrange in your life. You're going to find the next few months, really, if you like, between this September 18 station of Saturn right through to December. That's how long it will take Saturn to move forward through the zodiac in the exact part of the sky that he was just reversing back through. So in many ways, September to December, these next few months, is actually the completion and the moving forward process of longer term plans and projects that we started earlier in the year. You'll also notice that there may be second chances for big projects that you tried to get up and running earlier this year but didn't get very far. Do your tweaking, go back to the drawing board where necessary, but that Saturn station direct is really the most significant astrological thing this week, and it is going to have us all sort of take a break, take a pause, step back and review that big picture of life. So it's less about the daily nitty gritty. That's what the first 2 weeks of September are about. And now we've got a few things. We've done our filing, we've organized stuff, we know what we're doing over the next few months. Now we just want to take a step back and check back in, with your 3-year plan, your 5-year plan, whether you just have goals or dreams or a vision board, however it is that you have a way of conceptualizing where you'd like to go and how you'd like to get there. So big picture planning is a huge part of this week. Reviewing, just turning the wheel, shifting the direction of life and the ship a little bit. So that'll be an interesting midweek change. There's a level of subtlety to that. Some of us are going to notice it really obviously. Others of us are just going to notice that we're slowly getting back on track with things. And over the next few weeks, we'll feel like we're moving forward in an area of life that's been very stuck or very stalled. So that